Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners, and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So you are back today for another episode of Max's Gut Choice. And I am just going to check what episode it is. I do believe it is episode 21. Yes, it is. Now, if you are new here, you may not know what Max's gut choice is, so let me try and explain as quickly as I can. For those of you that have heard this explanation 20 times over, literally, please feel free to skip forward a little bit, but we will get through the explanation as quickly as possible. So, I finished my segment of Tile of the Week Thursday back in July. It had run for 2 years, and I knew that I needed something to fill that slot in my channel. Didn't really know what I was going to do until inspiration struck. Now, Mike had kindly gotten me this here from my Amazon wishlist. It is a bag, and in the bag were about 60 of these little bonbons of yarn. They are from Mira Handcrafts. Oh, it's trying. Doesn't want to play. Trust me, it's Mira Handcrafts. They are 100% acrylic, a DK or lightweight 3, 10 grams, 22 yards or 20 meters, made in China. Wash up to 30 degrees Celsius. Do not tumble, do not iron, do not bleach. Dry clean using P. Recommends a 3.75 to a 4.5 millimeter needles, 4.5 to 5.5 millimeter hook. They are not the best quality of yarns. They are really stretchy, not that soft. Wouldn't want to make anything wearable or snuggable with them, but they needed to be used. So, like I said, inspiration struck. I pulled one of these bonbons out of the bag, played around with it, came up with a square that I didn't mind making because I love granny squares, just saying. I love making them. Not so keen on putting them together, but that's okay. So the design I came up with was, and I used US terminology, guys. I did 4 rounds of the traditional double crochet clusters, you know, the granny clusters, did 4 rounds of that. I do not chain in between my clusters. I turn after every round, and in the corner I do cluster, chain 2, cluster. That's just the way that I do it. I know there are varying ways to do it. So I did the 4 rounds of the traditional double crochet clusters. I did a 5th round of half double crochet clusters, and then I was going around a final time with a single crochet in every stitch, with the stitch, chain 2 stitch in the corners. But I very quickly became tired every time I came on this segment making them with you. I was getting very tired of playing yarn chicken because some of them had loads of yarn, some of them not enough. So I then decided partway through that I was going to not do the single crochet round in the same yarn as the bonbon. Instead, I was just going to do the 5 rounds, 4 traditional double crochet, 1 half double crochet. And then I pulled another yarn from my stash to do the single crochet border. Did the single crochet border, and I'm joining them with this as well. This gorgeousness is, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. I had been gifted it in Happy Mail, and then because I fell in love with it so much, a couple of you lovelies gifted me with more. I have lots of this now. I have only used 1 full skein, and I've only just cracked into this one, and I think we only have about 10, 12 bonbons left, so there will be a lot of this left over, but I have got all of the squares that I haven't connected yet to connect, so we may use all of this one actually. Anyway, this is the I Love This Yarn print. It is made in Turkey. It is in the colorway Candy Stick Stash. 5 ounces, 142 grams, 252 yards or 230 meters. Recommends 5mm knitting needles, 5.5mm hook, and that is exactly what I am using. I am using my 5.5 dots. There we go. 100% acrylic. It is a medium 4 weight or an Aran. Wash up to 40 degrees Celsius. You can tumble, do not iron, do not bleach, dry clean using A. I love it. Totally and utterly have fallen head over heels in it. In love with it, and whatever is left, I am going to attempt to make something gorgeous for myself, but I need to get this project finished first. So I come on here and I make the squares with you, but how does the title Max's Gut Choice come into play? Well, Max is the youngest of my 3 boys. He is 12. I have some wonderful podcaster friends here on YouTube that sometimes incorporate their family into choosing how their makes play out. Love that idea, wanted to copy it and do my own version of it. So Max randomly picks the bonbons out of the bag. Now he can pick either 1, 2 or 3 of them, and it's completely his choice on how many and what colours. I have no input whatsoever. He makes sure to do that when I am not around, so I do not see, because I like to reveal it on video with you. I like to surprise myself as well. That's half of the fun of it. So yeah, I do the rounds of the squares on video with you, and then I put the candy stick stash border on. Those are last week's. I'm up to date. Woohoo. So it's Max's choice, but he puts it in Gutt. Now Gutt is this black metal bin. The story of this bin is, when I was a child, we had a silver bin about this size that lived in our dining room when I was a child. It was stuffed to the gut, or stuffed to the gills, with hats, gloves and scarves for winter. I always had some kind of sentimentality because I thought it was cute and different. Not every household had a gut. We were the only one as far as I was aware. And either last Christmas or the Christmas before, my mum gifted me with my own gut, and mine is super bougie and stylish because it's black. So Max puts in Gutt his choice of yarn. So Max's Gut choice. And remember, it could be 1, 2 or 3. And the colours are completely his choice as well. So then I come on here, I explain what we're doing, I reveal what's in Gutt and what Max has chosen, and then I sit and make the squares with you. I do the 5 rounds. That's the end of the video. Off camera, I put the candy stick stash in it. So are we ready to see what is inside Gutt today? And don't forget, stay to the end because we need to do Advent Day 9, okay? So I'm going to put Gutt over here. I'm going to take the lid off. I am not going to look because that will be cheating. In 3, 2, 1. It's a 3-weeker. OMG. What? Okay, so I suggest you go and get a drink, a snack, a project, and you bury yourself in a lovely little nest of coziness, because we are going to be here a little while making all 3. I will be as quick as I can because also I have places I need to be. I'm just going to quickly message my son to let him know that Mike will be picking him up in half an hour. Sorry that personal is coming onto the video, but you know, 2 seconds. There we go. So there is that job done. I am ready to rock and roll. We have a sunshiny yellow. We have a tealy colour. And we have a white. So those are Max's colour choices this week. I better put the lilac away that I was showing you earlier. Otherwise, I'll end up doing 4. Okay, let's get this party started, shall we? So I hope that you have grabbed something to work along with me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fill this time with chatter, but I will do my best. But let's get going. Now, a couple of my lovely friends here on YouTube are joining in. They are either doing it exactly the same as me, or they're doing their own version of this. When I say they're doing the same version as me, they are trying to find scraps or yarn colours in their stash to closely match what Max has picked each week. And they are making the squares too, which is fabulous. Other people are just picking any yarns to make squares out of, but are making the same number of squares. And Others just use this time as an opportunity to work on whatever project needs their time and attention and feel like we're crafting and chatting together. So thank you to everyone that has played along. This was never meant to be a make along or a crochet along, just like Tile of the Week. But some of you loved the idea and wanted to do your own version with me, which is just amazing. I am so glad that this segment has been as popular as it has been. Not quite as popular as Tile of the Week, but popular enough. Let me just look in the bag again. For those playing along, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 bonbons left after this week. So if he picks 3 each time, that's 4 weeks. If he picks less each time, a few more weeks. So this will definitely be going into 2025, and that is absolutely fine. It gives me a bit longer to work out what I'm going to do when it's done. So there we go. So 12 more after this one. So how has your week been? It is the penultimate week for Christmas. It is racing towards us at like 1,000,000 miles an hour. I would say about 90% ready. No, that's a big fat fib. I am 90% ready with gifts. I only have a couple more bits and pieces to get. I am 0% ready in wrapping. I haven't wrapped a single thing yet, so I've got all my wrapping to do. So actually, that is the plan for me this coming weekend, because the boys will be spending the weekend with their dad. They're going to be having their Christmas with their dad this weekend. So I will be able to be stealthy and sneaky and get everything wrapped while they are there and occupied. Because it always spoils it if you kind of see what you're getting before the day. That's just rubbish. So yes, I have a mammoth wrapping weekend ahead of me. Yeah, I used to love wrapping, but over the years, the more I've done it, I'm like, yeah, I'm a bit over that now, but it needs to be done. And even though you spend all that time painstakingly wrapping everything for it to just be ripped off in seconds, it is worth it, because hopefully whatever you have wrapped, the person absolutely loves and appreciates. And the smiles on their faces make all the backache and the losing of the tape and the misplacing the scissors and the I cut the paper too short, it's not going to wrap around it frustrations all seem worth it. So yeah, my back is going to be absolutely crippled after I do all of that, but it will so definitely be worth it. And when it is all eventually wrapped and ready, I will feel so much less pressure and stress that I'm not ready and I'm running out of time. Hopefully, it will make me chill out so much more, and then I can just try and enjoy the holiday festive season, because I have only found time to watch one Christmas movie so far, guys, and that is Klaus. And it was only because I had one random evening where I had actually got everything done that I needed to, and I had slightly longer to craft and chill. Doesn't happen very often, so I did take that rare opportunity to put a Christmas movie on. I was the only one that watched it, but that's okay. I quite enjoyed it. It is a gorgeous movie if you haven't seen it. It's one of the newer ones, only out in the last few years. Um, didn't know if it was going to be any good, but I gave it a chance, and actually I fell totally in love with it. It is definitely in my top 10, I think. So there is a Christmas movie recommendation for you guys if you haven't already seen it. So yeah, normally, in years gone by, we would be watching a Christmas movie nearly every night in the run up to Christmas. especially every weekend that the boys were home. But they're getting older. They've got busy social lives. One of them's got part-time jobs. So it's just not as we're just not as available and unified as we once were when they were younger. In one way, that makes me a little bit sad, but in another way, it makes me incredibly proud that my family is growing and turning into, a really decent, hardworking family that I can be proud of. So, yeah, double-edged sword, that one. Do I pine for the days when they were tiny and they would get so excited to watch a movie with me? Yeah. And they would snuggle up on my lap and it would just be absolutely gorgeous. Of course I do, but time does go on, and we just have to change those things that we love about our favourite times of the year. So it's all good. Um, but yeah, so I am actually filming this on Saturday, the 16th, no, 14th of December. So I have had to drop my eldest to football, but I did come home. I did consider sitting in the car park and doing a random spontaneous live. But then I thought, you know what? Because we've got such an action-filled weekend this weekend, I need to take the option to come back home and get my content for this week filmed for you all, because otherwise I would have to try and squeeze it in the evenings after work, and I am always so tired when I get home after work that you wouldn't have got the best of me in my videos if I had done that. Similarly, when I know that all of my week's content is filmed, uploaded and scheduled, all the pressure and the stress is gone. I know the week is ready, set up for me in advance. I just like knowing that it's all done and I don't even have to worry about it. And yeah, I wanted to do it with the time and the energy that I want on the channel, not the tired and the rushing through, because that's just not a good vibe, guys. And I would feel really bad if I had done that. So yeah, like I said, I'm filming it on Saturday the 14th. Now, I had two options available for me tonight. I either had the choice to meet up with a few of my ex-prison colleagues, just have a couple of soft drinks, a bite to eat, a bit of a catch up, see how everyone's doing since we all got disbanded, which I agreed to. And then I was told about the school that I'm working at currently. It's their work's due tonight. And because I had already said yes to the prison people, I didn't feel like I could drop them for the school. And I didn't want to tell the school that I couldn't go with them because I had chosen to go with the prison. So yes, it's an awkward Saturday for Manfa. So I declined the school. I am still going out with my prison colleagues. It will be lovely to catch up and see them. I am planning to be with the school for quite a while, so I'm pretty sure there will be other staff do's and things with the school coming up in the future. And now that we're working together in the prison are spread so far and wide and we've been disbanded, it's not as easy for us to get together. So I decided to do that. So tonight, not tonight when you're watching, tonight when I'm filming, I will be going out and catching up with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, right, half double Sam. And it will be the night that I am gifting the fairy dust blanket to my work colleague. Cannot wait to see her reaction. I will not be filming it. I haven't asked her, but I know for a fact that she will not want me to film it and put it on the channel. So I will just have to tell you as best I can next time I see you whether she liked it or not. I'm pretty sure she's gonna like it. That's why I made it. But yeah, I get to gift it to her tonight, which will be absolutely amazing. I love giving presents way more than receiving. Don't get me wrong. It is amazing to receive gifts. Anyone who says it's not is a big fat liar, in my opinion. We all like getting gifts and presents and being spoilt. But for me, I love gifting somebody with something and just seeing the love and the excitement and the appreciation for something that I've either made or specifically thought of and bought for them. It just gives me such a warm, fuzzy feeling, and it just makes me feel good to gift somebody something because I want to. Um, so, yeah, I will be able to give the fairy dust blanket to its new owner. So, yeah, by the time you've seen this, she will have had it nearly a week. So excited. I think that's what I'm most excited for, to be honest. Um, so yeah, I'm hoping that we have a good catch up. I'm looking forward to having a bite to eat out because that doesn't happen a lot for me. So that'll be nice. That'll feel like a bit of a treat. And I decided that I would drive so that I could leave at a reasonable hour and come home to my own bed without having to pay like taxi fees or anything. Because obviously, got to be careful of your purse strings this close to Christmas. So I'm going to have a bite to eat and a few soft drinks and just enjoy the company, catching up with them all, hearing all about what has happened in their lives since prison ended. That sounds like we were all inmates since we all finished working together at the prison. Um, yeah, and hopefully just have lots of laughs, lots of giggles, and finish it off with gifting that blanket to one of them, which will be gorgeous. Another thing that I really love about this time of year, and this just sums Manfa up, right? Everybody loves once in a while to get all spruced up and looking all glam and making extra effort. It's a lot of effort to make yourself look like it, especially in my case. There we go. There's the yellow. And we only had a smidgy bit, so we would have been playing yarn chicken with the yellow one. See, I told you. I told you. Right, let's get the white done. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it can take a lot of time and effort to, make more of an effort in your appearance when you go out. Bear with me a sec. Sorry, had to reply to that message. It was one of the children. And yeah, you feel pretty, you feel like you've made an effort, it's a bit more special. But this time of year, guys, you literally can put on your favourite comfy pair of blue jeans, your favourite warm winter boots, and a Christmas jumper, and you're done. Honestly, you don't have to worry about, wearing something warm on your legs if you're wearing a dress or a skirt. Don't have to worry about, what you're going to wear on the top half to keep warm. It's just amazing. Jeans and a Christmas jumper is the look I'm going for. It's basically what I live in for the whole of December, and that's not going to change when I go to the pub later. I might straighten my hair if I can, muster up the energy to. I might put on a tiny bit of makeup, but then again, I might not, because the prison lot never ever saw me with straightened hair or makeup, so I don't have to. It just depends how much effort I want to put in. And I might just wear this out tonight as well. And I might dig out my Christmas earrings and just be as Christmassy as I can while still being comfortable. It's the best season to go out, in my opinion. Now, I know some of you might be getting, your little glittery, festive party dresses and things like that. Is not Manfa. Jeans and a jumper, jeans and a sweater kind of girl, me. Always will be, always have been, always will be. Don't get me wrong, I have worn dresses and special outfits for special occasions, but if I can get away with my jeans and a sweater, that is exactly what I'm going to do, and I am exactly going to do that tonight. So, well, the Saturday of filming. So I'm going to be comfortable. I'm not going to be worried. Going to be so no stress, no pressure. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so lovely to see them. So, yeah. That is my plan for tonight. And then tomorrow we will be going, obviously this is last Sunday, we will be going to my parents for a roast. We go every other week. It is our week to go. It will be the last Sunday before Christmas, because next weekend is not our weekend to be there, but then a couple of days later it's Christmas Day and we'll be having Christmas dinner anyway, which will be perfect. Hopefully my nephews will be there, so it'll be great to have some quality time with them, because it's the only time that I see them. I see them for one day every 2 weeks, so I'll be getting in my snuggles and quality time with them if they are there. So that will be most of Sunday. And then I have one more week at work, guys, and then I break up for 2 weeks for Christmas. So I just need one final push to get through that last week, and it will be all good. I feel like I am ready for a break. I know I haven't been there very long, about 6-7 weeks, but I'm tired. I want to rest. But, and this is a little bit of a spoiler sneak peek of Manfa's life. This final week upcoming at work, they are actually holding interviews for a couple of different positions within the school, one of which I have expressed an interest in. So I will be having an interview this week. Now, it's a bit more of an admin heavy role. It will mean that I'm not at the front desk at the reception of the school. If I'm successful, I will be in an admin office, doing lots of important admin stuff regarding like admissions and reviews and things like that. So it will mean that if I am successful in upgrading to that I will no longer be term time only. I will now be rotated on for 52 weeks of the year, which means that I will have to book vacation time, holidays off of work. And I think it is the bog standard 28 days plus bank holidays, which means I will have a lot less time off. But the wage is better. The role I feel will be better suited for me. And yeah, so wish me luck. I don't know whether it will be Tuesday or Thursday of next week. It will be one of them. And I don't know if I will be successful, because there are obviously other candidates and they have assured me that it's not guaranteed just because I already work there. They will be picking the best person for the role. If it's me, fabulous. If it's not, then oh well, I can try again some other time. And I will still be happy that I'm term time only. I get 13 weeks of the year off. Yeah, so it will be great if I do, but it won't be devastating if I don't. Of course, I'll be a little disappointed, not gonna lie, but it's not gonna be the total end of the world. But if you don't try, you don't get, right? And that is going to be my attitude. I'm going to try my best, but if it doesn't work, never mind, try again another day. So yes, keep me, oh, excuse me, reaching off camera to get my yarn. It fell on the floor. So yeah, keep all your positive vibes for me all of next week, because it would be fabulous if I did get it. Yeah, so there is that going on. What else? What else? So I told you last week about the storm that we went through and the tree coming down opposite the road from me. That has only been cleared on Saturday the 14th. So yeah, it took a week for them to clear that. That road was closed for a week. It was a bit more of a complex case because obviously it had electric cables tangled up in it, but it was so annoying only having one way to get out of my road, whereas normally we have two. Obviously, the other traffic had been diverted along our road for some of the other access to the village. It's just been a little chaotic, to be honest with you. So I'm really pleased that they've finally got it sorted and cleared, because, you know, it it you don't realise how frustrating it can be not having access to something that you just take for granted, like your house. So yes, they have finally got that sorted. So I'm really happy about that. Um, what else can I jibber jabber to you guys about? I've still got one whole square and a bit. Um, the weather is quite mild for the time of year. It's, we've had obviously the storm, and then we had a couple of rainy days afterwards. Um, and it's been cold and chilly, but it's not as cold and frosty and chilly as it should be for this time of the year. So that's a little bit weird. What else? Ho hum, ho hum. I don't know. It is really hard to keep thinking of stuff to talk about when you're doing these sorts of videos, guys. As always, let me know down in the comments what you are working on. Are you ready for Christmas? Do you still have one big massive push to go before you're ready? Or have you been bought and wrapped and ready to go for weeks now? Let me know, because I am hoping that after this coming weekend, I am going to be all done and dusted. That would be amazing, so that I could have a couple of days before the main event to just enjoy it, especially seeing as I won't be going to work. Maybe I'll get another couple of Christmas films watched. That'll be nice. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, half doubles, Sam, half doubles. If you wonder why I do that, guys, it's because for quite a few episodes now, when I get to this round, I'm just automatic pilot doing the traditional granny clusters, not the half double clusters. So I need to kind of hammer it home that I'm in fact doing half doubles, so that I don't have to frog and redo, especially seeing as this is a 3-weeker. He's a cheeky monkey, making me work hard. It's all right though. I don't mind. Okay, we're on another corner. We're going to be... When are we at the end? No, we're not at the end yet. Okay. Let's just keep going. So yeah, I love hearing about what you guys work on while we've been spending this time together. I, again, have been thinking about more plans for next year, how I want the channel to be, specific makes that I want to get on my hooks and get done. Don't want to give too much away because, I want some of it to be a bit of a surprise, something, for you to keep hanging on and coming back for. But also it's not set in stone yet, so I don't know for sure what the channel's going to look like or what I'm going to do first, etc. I need to finish work and be able to sit down and plan it properly. Yeah, so I am very much keen to go along the lines of maybe not having so many specific segments every week or every month. I'm not sure. I might keep some and do away with others. I might, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it, to be honest with you. Like I said, I need to sit down and actually plan it out properly, because you guys are used to videos Monday to Thursday, and to be able to have content to fill that, all those slots for the whole month, is actually quite tricky to do, because you've got to have content for those 4 days every week of the month and every month. That is something that I do struggle with, is having the ideas and having the content for you guys to watch. So I might be, oh no, I'm playing yarn chicken on the half double crochet row. What? Okay, I'm going to have to frog back a bit and crochet a little bit tighter. What in the world? Clearly there isn't a lot of the white. It's really rougher than the other colours as well, this white. I said that with the other white one that I did. Really not liking the whites, but that's okay. Once they're done, they're done. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't want so much pressure on my shoulders next year. A lot of what I have struggled with in 2024 is putting too much pressure and stress on myself. I just need to chill out, and I just need to learn that I can let go and I can scale back, and it's okay. It's okay to do that. So I don't know whether I might drop down to 3 videos a week, maybe on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Playing with that idea. I don't really know, to be honest, guys. Loads of crochet makes that I want to get on the hooks, though, that I'm really excited about. I cannot wait to get some new. Oh, see, I'm still playing Yarn Chicken, and I've got another cluster to do. Urgh! This is not going well at all. My gosh. Right, let's frog all the way back there and see if that will make a difference. And be super tight with my stitches. Good gravy. They dibbled me on this white, guys. Yeah, I'm excited to get a lot more new whips going. Lots more projects. I love a brand new year because it's a new slate. There's a whole year ahead of you. The excitement is just amazing. All of the inspiration that you've gathered, you know, over the past year, you can actually put into effect in the new year. It's just marvelous. I absolutely love it. It gets me so excited. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see. I need, like I said, I need to get the last week of work done. I need to know whether I'm staying in my current role or changing to a different role in the new year. And then I need to give myself time to sit down and properly plan and think about this. And it can be adapted and changed. I could try it for a few weeks, not like it, and go back to what it was. I mean, artistic license. It is life. Life changes all the time, so it's all good. Oh, I really don't know if I'm going to get to the corner, guys. For the third time. This will be my third attempt. Oh, gee whiz. See, it's in instances like this that I am definitely pleased that I chose a different border colour, because there was no way I could squeeze a single crochet round. Wow, really is Yarn Chicken. Crikey Moses. Look, that's all I had on the third attempt. Golly gosh, but we did it. Right, I'll have a quick sip of my tea and we'll go on to the third square. Okay, last one, teal one. Just keeping an eye on the time because I am going out and I'm not even ready. I'm not going out in this. And not this. Different Christmas wear. Right, we have a whole other square that I need to chat through. What can we discuss? Why don't I talk about some of my favourite things about Christmas? So obviously, now I'm a mum, it's amazing seeing my children unwrap what they want. Now that they are older, there are fewer things for them to unwrap because the things that they unwrap cost a lot more. But it is still wonderful seeing the joy on their face that they got what they asked for. Um, and them being grateful for that. That is gorgeous. I do love seeing the happiness on my children's faces, like most of us mums do. um I love the fact that we are all together. We spend Christmas at my mum and dad's every single year. That is not going to change until such a time comes where it has to. It's not Christmas unless I'm at my mum and dad's, and it is the house that I grew up in as a child. So lots of Christmases I have spent in that house. Um, we normally spend a couple of days there over the Christmas period. It can range from 2 to 5 days depending on plans and what we need to do and how much time off people have, etc., etc. I think we're planning on going there the morning of Christmas Eve. Um, we will obviously be there for Christmas Day, we will be there for Boxing Day, and we will probably come home the day after Boxing Day. That is what we did last year, I believe. So yeah, we spend lovely quality time there. It's lush. I know you guys normally have turkey for Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving isn't a thing here. It is traditional to have a roast turkey for your Christmas dinner. I know there are some families that don't do that because they don't enjoy turkey. Some people will have a ham or a beef or something different, but we will be having a roast turkey. We will, of course, have the roast potatoes and the veggies and the gravy and the Yorkshire puddings and the stuffing. Sage and onion Paxo, by the way. Not sponsored or affiliated, but it is the best stuffing in my opinion. And pigs in blankets, which are little sausages wrapped in streaky bacon. Absolutely lush. Love them. In fact, the stuffing and the pigs in blankets are my favourite parts of the Christmas dinner. It's basically the biggest glorified roast of the year. Now, traditionally in the UK, you would have a roast dinner on a Sunday, most Sundays. This is the roast of all roasts that you only have once a year. And let me tell you, it is my favourite meal of the year. When some people like ask you like really probing questions like, if you were on death row, what would your last meal be? Well, for starters, I would have a prawn cocktail. You would probably call it a shrimp cocktail across the pond. With some bread and butter. And then I would have a full-on Christmas dinner. Yes, I would. And then for pudding, I would have, or dessert, sorry. I know pudding's an actual thing over there. Dessert or after dinner. I would probably have either a pavlova or a hot chocolate fudge cake or something, or profiteroles, maybe profiteroles. That would be my last ever meal on this earth if I could make it happen. I don't ever want to be on death row though, so let's hope that situation doesn't happen, people? But yeah, I love my Christmas dinner. I look forward to it every year. And my middle boy, oh, he is just one that loves everything about Christmas. He always has, ever since he was a very, very small child. He loved the twinkling lights. He loved all the decorations. He loved, going to visit Santa and going to all the shops, looking at all the Christmassy stuff in the aisles. Just everything about Christmas. We used to make paper chains and the paper snowflake decorations, cheap and cheerful when they were little because we didn't have a lot of money. The Christmas tree, he was always fascinated by the Christmas tree, always going, oh, pretties, oh, pretties. I'm sure he'd hate me for telling you all that. But he, all the songs, doing his Christmas play at school. Like, that boy embodies Christmas. Like, he is my spirit animal when it comes to how I feel about Christmas. He loves all the movies. He loves the pop songs on the radios. He loves the traditional carols. Um, Honestly, anything Christmas, and that child is all over it. Even at 14, nearly 15, he was the one that demanded we get the decorations down and decorate the very next weekend after my eldest's birthday. He is the one that just, oh, I don't know, he is just Christmas. He really is. I don't know, I could talk about my kids all day long. But for Christmas dinner, especially, like on a normal roast, if we have chicken, he loves having the chicken legs, on the bone, which is great because none of the rest of us really like it apart from my dad. But at Christmas, when he gets a turkey leg, my golly gosh, that thing is huge and he will devour it. He always is so happy when my mum messages me saying I've got the turkey, because I then tell him and I'm like, you can have your big turkey leg Christmas Day, mate. He is just like, yes, so excited, can't wait. I've got so many pictures of him holding this turkey leg and him eating it, a bit caveman style. And of course, when he first started doing that, he was quite small. So it looked like some kind of dinosaur-sized drumstick in his hand. It's still quite big, but he's now much bigger. Like I said, he's 14, nearly 15. But yeah, he absolutely loves his Christmas dinner as well. And obviously at Christmas time, it is when, we kind of get more of the luxuries and the treats in than we do all year round, because, just make it special, just treat ourselves, just be a little bit um flamboyant and gluttonous once a year. So, all of the nibbles and the snacks and the chocolates and the candies and, all the naughty things that you try and only get once in a blue moon through the year, we get it all at Christmas and we all just devour it and enjoy it. And yeah, so he absolutely loves it. He also loves the fact that I have always, even when they were small, I have always allowed them to have chocolate for breakfast on Christmas Day. Obviously, when they were small, I kind of limited how much they could have so that they didn't ruin their dinner. But now they are old enough to figure that out for themselves. If they have too much chocolate, then they can't enjoy a decent dinner. So, they need to figure that out for themselves. Now, I know a lot of you are going to shake your head and tut and go, oh my goodness, what a bad idea. But it's Christmas Day. It comes once a year. Why can't we just throw all the or most of the rules out of the window and just have love and happiness and magic for one day of the year? So if my kids want chocolate for breakfast, they will get chocolate for breakfast. And if you don't agree with it, fine, but please don't come at me for it. Don't judge me for that. It's one day of the whole year, guys, and I want it to be as magical and enjoyable for them as possible, because they are now all at an age, 2, 3, 4, where most of the magic has gone. That the silly things and the traditions we've made for ourselves, I do try and keep alive for them, because it's what makes our Christmas our Christmas. Everybody celebrates differently. Everybody's got different traditions in their families. um you know it's completely personal to the family involved, and it doesn't need to be commented on by others. But yes, my children will have chocolate for breakfast on Christmas Day if they want it. And then once we've had Christmas dinner, it is just eat and drink what you want, basically. Then on Boxing Day, I'm doing it again, aren't I? Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing half doubles. Goodness gracious, I didn't remind myself because I'm talking about Christmas. And then on Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas, we just put out an all-day buffet, sorry, that, it starts off hot when it freshly comes out of the oven, and then it cools off and it stays there for the rest of the day, and we just keep picking at it all day long. And I bloody love that as well. We've got, you know, all the cold cuts of meat from the joints and things from the previous day. They will cook up a ham and a beef to go with the leftover turkey from the previous day. You know, sausage rolls and extra pigs in blankets and all the crisps and snacks and treats that you can ever think of. Bread rolls, a little bit of salad, you know, just a feast of leftovers from the day before and extras for that specific day. And it just covers the whole of my mum and dad's dining table. And like I said, we just pick at it all day long. And it is amazing. It's delicious. I absolutely love it. And then, yeah, if you want a tub of some snack out of the cupboard, grab it. Help yourself. Same with the tins of chocolates and things. If you want a sandwich, make yourself a sandwich. Whatever. It's a have what you like when you like, and if when it's gone, it's gone. And yeah, just eat, drink, and be merry. Now, I do have a couple of adult beverages over Christmas, but not many. I don't need to enjoy myself. I like to immerse myself in the happiness and joy of being with my family and enjoying the quality family time. Um, don't need to be drinking alcohol to get that warm, fuzzy feeling because just being with my family gives me that. But I will have a couple. Um, yeah, so I mean, we have many other traditions that I haven't spoken about today. There's lots of bits and pieces that we do, but that was just a couple of them, just to kind of keep the conversation going while I'm making this square. Um, but yeah, we do a lot of specific things to us and our family. Christmas will always be my favourite time of the year. Um, but it sadly means that at some point in the future it will be my saddest time of the year because not everyone will be here forever. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, and I will soak up every second of it while I have it at the moment. So yes, can't wait. Cannot wait one little bit. I just bloody love it. Okay, and that is the third square done. And yet with the teal, I've got loads left over. See, this is what I mean about it not being consistent. And there is the teal. So I will fasten off, weave in ends, and border in the candy stick stash off camera. But I will bring them back next week to show you that I have in fact done that. Now, guys, we are going to do Advent Day 9. And I realise that I have kept you for the majority of an hour. Blame Max. He picked 3. But hopefully you managed to get quite a bit done on your project. So day 9 of my Advent. Very, very quickly, this came from Tracy over at Crochet Rocks. I bought it from her small yarn business called Hobby Rocks. I will link Tracy's yarn YouTube channel and her business website. Oh, I ripped the paper and spoilt it, but I'll show you in just a sec. Go check out her YouTube channel. Go check out her website. She does ship worldwide. I have bought some mystery Santa sacks from her last year and this year. This year's aired on the 3rd of December if you want to go back and watch it. This is the first time I've done a mystery 12-day Christmas Advent. It's the first Advent I've ever had. I'm really enjoying it. Tracy is lush. I've told you on all my previous Advent videos how amazing she is. Go and check it out for yourself though, guys. You will not be disappointed. But let's see what day 9 has in store for me. This is Stylecraft Special DK. I have used this many, many, many times. This is one of the staple generic yarns that we get here in the UK. It is a workhorse. It is so amazingly, it just does exactly what you need an economy yarn to do. So it is 100% premium acrylic, approximately 295 meters or 322 yards, naturally anti-pilling, machine washable up to 30 degrees Celsius. You can cool, tumble dry, cool iron, dry clean using P. Recommends a 4mm for both needles and hook. This is made in Turkey and it is in the colourway Lipstick. Now this is a darker red. It is not a bright pillar box red. So yeah, more like this under here. It is stunning. It is gorgeous. I have some in my stash, so I will add this one to it. I am not disappointed in the slightest. For many, many years as a crocheter, before I had my YouTube channel, this is the only yarn that I ever had in my stash. So I absolutely love it. I am not disappointed at all in the slightest. So there we go. Stylecraft Special DK. Classic. Love it. Thank you very much, Tracy. I do so appreciate it, and I am loving this advent. So, like I said, I think I've kept you long enough today, guys. I am going to let you get going. Hopefully, yes, there will be a bonus video for you tomorrow. I have another couple of FOs to show you. And of course, it will be day 10 of my advent. So please do come back tomorrow for that. Thank you for spending your time with me today. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I hope you got a lot done on your projects, or if you're joining in with the squares, I hope you managed to get yours done in the time with me. And I better hop off and go and get ready for my evening out. So see you tomorrow, and until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you loads.